Okay. Mic check. Hello everyone. How we doing? You can call me Sal if you want. Go ahead. We're back on working on the animation. It's gonna take like 5 years. But I'm in the like semi-cleaning portion. Let me turn off the layer we're on right now and up this, and we'll start from the beginning and run it through. So we gone that far. I added some stuff in the middle, like a little bit more of the yellow and not yellow, a little bit more of the green and orange I did off stream. I did the pink and the blue and yellow off stream too. So we have that up, and now that I've done like the base for like what I consider a good base for the animation, I'm gonna try to clean it up to make it a little bit better. Like I'm gonna go over it again another time, of course, but until we're finished with that, like I think this is a good like pacing for it and like turn of like the events. So like, oh, let me turn on the head cap before I forget. There we go. So I think the flow of the animation is like getting there. And I want to see if I can like, it's gonna take a long time because I'm really slow, but what I'm doing with this layer is I'm like slightly cleaning it up. So this was just like 2 colors and like a general sketch to get like the flow of the animation. So I like boot this one down to like a lower opacity. And then what I've been doing on this next layer is it's like making the lines a little bit cleaner. was so weird. So for whatever reason, right, this first layer, I didn't do the entire folder, just the first layer. Let me find the first layer. And is it not the first layer? Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna. We already finished that one, so it's not gonna bother me too much. But yeah. Hello everybody. Thank you for the head pats. Good to see you around, Bloody. I hope it's not. I hope it's not too crazy of a time for you and Bread. I know the time zone difference kind of wild. Good to see you again, Geo. Eyes and Hatchet. Hello, hello. Lobster Jam has finally Lobster Jam and the Wiggly have finally been approved, but for whatever reason, the sus emote's taken a hot minute to get approved. All the other ones went through like immediately. Like the hot one already through, but you know, I guess I'm not complaining. Let me see if I can adjust the let me make this easier to see, maybe. Why no out? Cause I get the one. Come on, I get the one, okay? I should get the one. Give me the one exception, okay? I think everybody deserves a one. A one, no. So that's my no. Everyone hates Elf. Agreed, agreed. I'm one of them. I'm everyone. So yeah, that's why. So what I'm doing now is I have this layer up here, what I call my color map, and it goes from pink to these are out of order, but like basically I'm drawing each thing, cleaning it up from how it used to look. Doing it like each layer by layer. So like if we turn this off, what one like. So like, look at this first frame. This is how it looked, right? Like very rough, very rough. Like you can tell it's supposed to be something, you know. I know what it's supposed to be, but most people probably can't tell. So this one, I feel like it's a little bit more clear. It's not like perfect, but I think if you stare at it long enough, and if I like added another layer in between the pink and the blue, and like colored it in so you couldn't see the bottom of the pink, I think you could understand like what's happening, kind of. At least I hope so. If not, that's on me, I guess. So I'm trying to make it a little bit cleaner on the like on the pole. Let me. Why does it still look too bright in the back? Okay, well I'm not gonna let it bother me too much. Hello, Floki. Hello, Floki. No, I also hate Eldritch. No, I completely dislike. I have a meme for this. Hello, Jonelle. Sorry, I missed it. No, I actually do not like Eldritch. Do I have it on this screen? I might have to. Let me switch to the Yu-Gi-Oh screen right now. This is me. This is me when I see Eldritch. So I actually don't like Eldritch. That's skill drain right there. Skill drain? Terrible. I have this ready for when someone asks why I don't like Eldritch. It's there. It's not the worst thing out there. I just have a vendetta against it. What do you mean? DP is so easy to get. I mean, you know, we can agree to disagree. Am I too loud? I don't know. I feel like my microphone's picking hard right now, but anyways. One. But on screen. There we go. But yeah, so like I was saying, I just personally don't like Eldritch. I mean, it's not the monster, it's the entire deck that I got a problem with. It's literally not the monster, it's just the deck. I mean, I've only played Tier like 3 times. It really doesn't seem... look, Penguins can go toe-to-toe with Tier. Like, Penguins are really easy to stop. I'm just saying, like, if Penguins can go toe-to-toe with Tiers on a 50-50 coin flip. What does that say about tiers? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and my own experience. But I digress. On green. We're drawing green. Green? Green. Green is our pen color. Card. Card. No, yeah, last year, like, here I was in bronze, okay? Legitimate bronze, I kid you not. I was in legitimate bronze, and, like, actual bronze rank. And I played, like, 3 Eldritch players, like, back to back. Wrong layer, wrong layer. It was like, you gotta be kidding me! You gotta be like, actually bronze! Like, come on! Where's the structure deck? Where's the starting deck? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, that's not how to draw that hand. These other layers are confusing me, so let me zoom in. The tier deck wants to make you rip your hair out. You mean tear your hair out? You think it's worse than Runic? To be honest, I don't think I've played a lot of Runic players either, so in the grand scheme of things, a lot of my opinions are inherently biased, towards, like, my personal experience as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, which is, not much, not much. I've given up on trying to do, like, perfect lines at this point, and I'm just gonna, like, try to get an okay, you know, gist of what the card's supposed to look like. That's gonna stop, like, right there. I think that's fine going there. Like, if I spend too long, you know, thinking about, like, how perfect I want to make it, it's just not gonna turn out well for me. I'm gonna literally spend 2 hours redrawing the same line. I think I've learned my, lesson on that portion. One day, I'll learn how to actually draw hands, but in the meantime, this is the best we can do. It's the best we can do. Runic it was bad because Lab Mommy. What is Lab Mommy? Explain these Yu-Gi-Oh! Terminologies to me. Explain this meta. Exactly what was it and what happened? Use labs to fight Runics, basically. You know what? I made my like window bigger, and I'm going to move it and adjust it right now because I remember I made it that size because it kept covering the chat. So I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. Now I don't have to, like, double check to check. Use a lab to fight Runics, basically. I see. So, yeah, pretty much, odd days are just be chilling, hanging out, probably talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Lord only knows at this point, I think my entire life revolves around card games. I'm meeting up with one of my friends this weekend. He's supposed to teach me the One Piece TCG. And he says he has a physical blue, like a IRL Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. So, I don't know how I'm going to teach him how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With one deck, but who knows? Maybe Maybe Ghosty still has her deck with her, and I can take it and be like, I don't know how these cards work, but I can teach you the basics. I can teach you the basics of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello, hello, Cyrus, how's it going? Welcome. We're just doing some art because it's a chill day, and if I get frustrated, I probably won't get frustrated with art. I may just like mentally boom, not like in a bad way. Like not because art is making me upset, but maybe just because work is you know, a long day of work. You want to do something exciting. So if I can't focus on art, we'll switch to Genius Invocation TCG. I am. Let me show you what our progress was looking like. So right now I'm trying to like make it cleaner than it used to be. But basically at this bottom layer that I'm going to increase the opacity of right now, we originally started with, actually wait, I can do this. Let's close this and open this one up. And close this too. So basically, we started out with these first 15 frames that I had, like, gone through. And the idea is like, okay, so I draw a card, right? And then I play it. We're dueling at, like, a wharf, you know, where they have, like, the shipping boxes in the background. And then, after I summon my monster, some water, like, you know, goes through the whole field, and my opponent's like, you know, what the heck is this, you know? Like, it's not real water, but, like, you know, it's simulation, like in the anime. I make, like, a little, like, you know, forward hand motion, and then bam, out of nowhere, my Gunkin Su ship, you know, just, like, comes across the side of the screen, and it appears with its, because I don't think it's, we confirmed, actually, a few streams ago that it's never been showcased in the anime. And it's one of my favorite decks right now, so, that's what I wanted to do. So after I started with that base. We went over to here, and everything in the orange and green up until, I'd say, this point right here is what we worked on stream. And then everything after that, I did after stream in the, like, you're gonna see, like, pink. You're gonna see some pink later. You're gonna see some pink later when I play through the whole animation. So, like, the pink and the, like, darker blue with the yellow I did off stream. So, I changed the, like, card motion to just looking at it and then flipping it down. Because I felt like that, flowed better. I didn't add anything in the part where we're standing in the wharf yet, because I feel like that's just like a quick panning shot of, like, the background. And I can't do anything till I make the background, so we play the card, you know. The water floods the field. And then the Gonkin So ship appears with, like, you know, like, spreading waves and everything. So that's the plan. So now that we're at this portion, wherever it's doing that, I have this layer. Okay, let's not do that. Let's go back to layer 1. Let's click off of it. I want the whole layer. We need to... The whole thing needs... There we go. So, I lowered the opacity on this one. And then we've just been, like, cleaning it up, so, you know, like, this looks more like my arm sleeve, and more like a... So this isn't accurate to how a dual disc actually looked, but when I sat down and thought about it, I'm like, you know what, I'm the one animating this. I might as well make whatever I want to make, and whatever is easier for me to draw, so, this is not completely canon, like, dual disc. But argument could be made that it doesn't look like a regular dual disc because the modem in the middle is mechanical. It can spin around. So, if anyone asks, that's what's happening. So, at this portion. And we just need to start lining the rest of them. It's gonna take a long time because it's because I'm slow with art, but it is what it is. There is no progress without practice. So actually we need this one. Actually we don't even need the pink, like relatively speaking, you can see it behind, you can see the arm behind there, but I'll fill that in later. We don't need the pink. Let's go back to the color map and grab a color. Grab the light. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. It's gonna be a long, arduous process, but in the meantime, like, it's a lot of just hanging out, talking about primarily Yu-Gi-Oh, cause you know. No, the one driving the Sue ship is not Eldritch. How could Eldritch be driving the Sue ship? It's not canon. That does Eldritch show up in the anime? Anyone know? Anyone know if Eldritch shows up in the anime? Like, it's not the most pressing question in my life, but he does? Is he like, who duels with him? I'm also starting to doubt if this is the same pen or not as I used for these ones, but like, it has to be the same pen, right? Right? Like, there's no way it's not. I swear it was this one. Annoying little kid, damn, that's crazy. That's some kind of poetry, let me tell you. Some kind of poetry. Someone out there really do be, hey, you know what, that looks better? I'm gonna lose my mind if my lines aren't consistent. Like, I won't actually lose my mind, but it's like kind of bothering me. It's bothering me to the point where it's slowing down my production, which is already as slow as it could possibly be. But yeah, good to see you. I hope you're doing well, Cyrus, and I hope the rest of you all are doing well too, by the way. Thank you for joining me on a more chill day in stream as we do absolutely nothing other than draw the same line. Like, oh god, it's happening. No, it's happening. It's happening. We did it. I like redraw the same line like 20 times because I go, that's not a good line. It's not a good line. Well, Eldritch Law was that a stone that corrupted everyone. But a very prideful person. Boom, Eldritch was born. That's... what? I don't even know what's happening in Eldritch Law. I guess in the grand scheme of things, I maybe don't care. That's some kind of power I got. I'm learning about... I'm learning about, like, rotating to get a better angle for, like, drawing good lines. Yeah, I mean, of course, that's a shorter version of it, you know. Why did I draw 2? Why did I draw 3? This isn't accurate. This side is the one with 2. This side is the one with... I'm crazy. Crazy. Inaccurate dual discs. I'm crazy. You love rotating? It's, yeah, it's good. I'm slowly picking up on the good old drawing, you know, drawing technique. One of these days, you probably won't see me anywhere significant, but some assaulting cheese fat. But did you play? Do you have enough You have enough milk tokens to play your somersaulting cheese factory? Do you have enough milk to pay the fee to start somersaulting your cheese factory? Who did you play? Who's on your field right now? If you don't have the right cow card, you did. Okay, I'm not gonna count your cheese right. Everybody count the cheese. Count the cheese right now. Everybody needs to count the cheese. Pause everything you're doing. This is the integrity of our game hinges on knowing if there's the appropriate amount of cheese. Do I have to scoot this over? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like, okay, this is like one frame. Who's gonna pause on this frame and go, you didn't draw your dual disc correctly? And I'll be like, yeah, this dual disc isn't canon, so, eat your shorts, my guy. Eat your shorts. You will pause on this. You have a grasslands field spell. You give your cow that's you can't you play the field, you can't equip and play a field spell on the same turn unless you have Sir Cowsington. Where's Sir show me where on your field Sir Cowsington is right now. I need a judge, I need a referee, I need a professional. We can't keep letting him get away with this. But yeah, I love that guy. He's hilarious. What an icon. No. Oh my god, the black. Okay, that's it. You know what? No. You know what? I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to deal with this. My cow allows me to AFK right now. My cow, my Gamer Rage cow allows me to AFK. I AFK. The match has been suspended for 3 weeks. You're gonna have to finish this duel in 3 weeks. See you in 3 weeks, Gio. Good game, good game. Let's see. What is this supposed to look like again? I don't know. I'm just drawing stuff. I'll figure out how it's supposed to look later. This is a future me problem, and future me is gonna be like, I hate you so much. This cow match is on pause. Everybody who knows what's going on with the cow thing, give yourself like some metaphorical cookies. Oh, you know what? You know, while we're doing this, hey, anyone have like a good idea for like what channel point should be? Like, I don't think I want to like, I don't know if I want to make it Yu-Gi-Oh themed, because like, what if I start doing other things and people are like, you know, what the heck is like a Karibo token? You know, when I'm like, well, you don't want a Karibo token? Get out of here. I was thinking like, you know, like how people used to use shells as money. Does that sound interesting? Shells as money? You know what? Like, should it be shekels? Anyone use shekels anymore? I don't know. Like, shells isn't like, it's not the most important thing, but since I have nothing else to talk, like, I could talk about other stuff, but then I'm gonna end on like a 10-minute rant about something random, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Real reach. $100? Yeah, one of my friends recommended that too, and I'm like, huh, well, like, okay, ethically speaking, as someone who has like some moderate familiarity with you know, so sand dollars are live animals. They're actually a cousin of the sea urchin. So like, if you do sand dollars or starfish, I guess technically it's also morbid if you do shells. Also, hello, Wormy. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for the. When you get to 6 months, by the way. Oh wait. Let me show off. Let me show off what I did the other what I did the other day, but before I show off what I did, let me pause and finish that thought. It's kind of morbid when you think about it, because in order to use the sand dollar, you use like the dead body of a dead like sand dollar, and now you're trading it as currency. So I didn't know what to do for sub badges, so for 6 months I drew this really crude it's supposed to look like Pot of Greed. So I did that for 6 months because I didn't know what else to do. And like the shrimp and the lobster tail were already associated with this disembodied creature when I got here. So we deal. He's so yeah. Like I could have probably just like taken the actual thing and like done it, but I thought, you know, I'm an artist. I should probably draw it myself. I don't know if it looks that great, but it's something. It's something. You're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to deal with happy 6 months. You get Pot of Greed at home. You know that meme? Where it's like, hey mom, can we get some McDolland's? And she's like, oh honey, we got McDolland's at home. We got Pot of Greed at home for 6 months. So, yeah. Pot of Greed at home. 6 months. 6 months. 6 whole months. Pot of Greed at home. Yeah, I might do some Genius Invocation TCG later because they like refresh every month. Again, I'll see how I feel because I'm trying really hard to like really commit to this, you know? Like I'm not gonna finish this anime if try Yu-Gi-Oh today. If I start Yu-Gi-Oh, I won't end Yu-Gi-Oh. I need to commit. I have commitment issues with me. I need to finish this animation. Like I'm not gonna finish it today, but like if I keep stopping my progress on it, I'll never finish it. Up for a TC, yeah, we can run it. I haven't built a new deck though. Like it's the same thing. I guess we have Mona now. I could add in Mona. I'll see how I feel in like. It's a probable yes, but if you like need to leave, don't stick around just to duke it out with me. We could always duel another. Do they call it dueling? Do they call it dueling in the Genshin? What's the canon? What's the canon like? How many hours have I put into this animation? Let's see. So prior to the first stream that we streamed this, which was like about a 2-hour block window, I think. I had put in like probably 2 hours before that, and then afterwards, I'd say like another 6 off stream doing the finishing on the the stuff moving in the background, and I'm like counting my frames. I think 6 total off of this. I think we're like 8 hours in, a little bit over 8 hours in, maybe. It's probably it would be longer if I wasn't like sketchy on it. Does that make sense? Like I'm being really sketchy on it. It's gonna be well over 20 hours when I finish it, because right now, like, all my time on it is really sketchy. So, like, me repeating this process of cleaning it up, then cleaning it up, makes it a lot longer than, like, most. Like, by the end of it, I'm probably gonna work, like, I'd say, like, anywhere from 3 to 5 times longer than I should have to, if I actually, like, know how to, like, animate and draw well, but it is what it is, you know? Because normally what people would do is they would start out more like something like what's on the screen right now, where you already have the rough shape. And then they would, like if I make a new layer and then I change this to black, then they would like grab like a different like pen, and then they would do like, let me just do this in red, I guess, so it's easier to see. They would grab like another pen and then start doing like, wow, that was a lot thicker than I thought, but they'd be doing like the clean line art for it, you know? So they'd like do like the clean line art for it, or at least like a base line art, like this, and then they would come in with another color afterwards. And they would start doing like this, like the coloring for like the, like, I don't know how they actually do it. This is just me pretending. Like they would start doing like the cell, the like line coloring for cell shadings. Like imagine wherever that yellow is, that's like the shadow. And then this, I should have done like pink or something. Like where this pink is coming in right here is gonna be like a highlight, you know? Like they would do that whole, they would do that whole thing through, you know? You know what I mean? Like I see it when the anime people post the frames and stuff. Like I'm not, actually wait, go back. That was actually pretty good. I might keep this. Let me hide that layer. No, move this layer out of here so I don't have an extra layer every time I move it, and let's name it. What frame is this? 2C. 2C. Red lining. That's actually not half bad on the like lining, but yeah, so it's gonna take like ages. It's gonna take ages, like literal ages, but that's why I'm streaming it, to hold myself accountable to working on it, because otherwise I'll never work on it. But like if I'm on stream and I said to myself, well, we're gonna work on art today, at least like try to go for an hour or something, you know, if not like the full 2 hours. I will say, I would have spent more time on it if I, like, had more time. Like, I try to spend as much time on it as I can, but, like, you know, in between, like, work and wanting to do, like, you know, regular people stuff, it's, kind of hard to find the time. So that's why I'm like, hey, you know what? If I make it a stream thing, I'm gonna have to work on it, you know, logically. It's like how, you know, you want to start working out so you get like a gym buddy. What do you mean not a regular person? I'm a lobster. Anyways. I didn't know how that one got lost in translation, but, you know, that's okay. It happens to the best of us. So. Love to be a regular Joe. I'd, like, live a relatively boring life, I'd like to think. Whether or not it's, like, regular, it's hard to say. Rotate. Draw the line. I need to also, like, it's good practice drawing these lines over and over again, because I hate line art. Which is like when you draw the outline for stuff. So, this is to force myself to practice line art as well. Because you need it a lot in animation. Otherwise, it's actually a lot harder. Like my starting screen animation I showed last time when I show on occasion, it's lineless, so there's no lines on it, but it like, cause there's no lines on it, it actually takes a lot longer to like do stuff, because in order to like make the shapes more recognizable, I have to put in more effort and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Here I am talking like I know about art. I don't really know that much about art. I would consider I don't know if I have an expertise in anything. I I definitely say I do know information about certain topics. I wouldn't consider myself like an expert in anything in particular. You know. It's just a chill day today. I'm not super artsy, but like it's something I've always been interested in. Something I want to get better at, so you know, I might as well go for it. It's not gonna like you could sit there and be like, oh, I wish I was better at drawing. But like you also have to acknowledge that a lot of the people who are quote-unquote like good at drawing and you're like, wow, you're so talented, like it's not like they just there are some people who I guess they just woke up, it's like, damn, okay, you're the next, like, I don't know, Michelangelo or something, you know. But a lot of them like actually practice a lot of. Gosh dang it, I'm drawing on the color map layer, aren't I? Yup. Okay. We can salvage this by doing this. I'm a fool. Do I like cold or hot weather? I can't take super cold weather. If I had to pick an extreme, I will say you could always bundle up more layers, you know? But I kind of prefer like hot weather over cold weather because I die in cold weather. I will literally die. Like not actually die, but like emotionally I will die. It's too cold for me. It's too cold. Too cold. I can't take it. I can't handle. It's like grow up in a warmer climate, so. Well, I like the idea of like cold stuff. Like the winter is cool. I like the concept. I just can't personally like handle the weather, you know? That makes sense. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense, you know? You can like things. Oh, hello. I am going to try to pronounce this, but thank you for the raid. Hey, Kate? Hecate? Hello. Thank you. Welcome, raiders. We're working on art. We're doing, an animation. That will do? Okay, well, let me know if there's a better way of doing it. I don't want to get your name wrong. Hello. We're playing, we're not playing with drawing. This isn't the rum store. No, it's not. I'm normally a Yu-Gi-Oh player, and I'm trying to be an artist. So what we're doing is, I have an interest in animation. We have been working on this animation on stream. So let me go ahead and play it for you. So the idea is it's me summoning one of my favorite monsters from my current Yu-Gi-Oh deck that hasn't shown up in the anime. So you draw the card, you put it down, the whole field fills with water, and then the ship comes out. I'm actually a new Yu-Gi-Oh player. Thank you for the follow. I'm a relatively new Yu-Gi-Oh player. I started when Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel came out. Yeah, so then the ship shows up. So that's what I'm trying to animate. It's a very long process because I'm not a good artist, but one day we'll finish it and it's gonna look super cool. I think, I hope, and if it doesn't, well, I mean, it's something. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing. Everything you saw that's in the blue, the light blue and the brown, I worked on before the first stream. And then everything in the orange and the green we did on stream. except for like a small portion at the end. And then I did the pink, purple, and then the like darker blue and yellow off stream. And now that we're done with this base, let me pause it really quick. Now that we're done with the base here, like I figured out the basic timing, what I did is I went to this layer here, we lowered the opacity, and we're cleaning it up so that like it looks like a real hand and such is doing things, you know, instead of it just being random stuff. Yeah. How would have played Yu-Gi-Oh if they went back at school? I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh 10 years ago, but you never played the IRL, but yeah. I'm an old school card fight Vanguard player, and I played that like 10 years ago. And then my friends were like, hey, you like card games, right? I'm like, yeah, I guess I consider myself someone who likes card games. They're like, well, you know what? Remember when you said you didn't want to play the mobile game for Yu-Gi-Oh? Because you didn't have space on your phone? Because you play too many gacha games? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, now it's on your PC. Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'm like, oh boy. Here we go playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Here we are now. Yeah, Duel Links. They used to play it during luncheon all the time. I would watch the duels, but like I don't got space on my phone. This was like right when it was I had very recently gotten a smartphone for the first time. So I'm like, oh my god, this is power. I got all of like, what was it around that time? Like, was it 8 or 16? Something like relatively small in the like capacity. So I'm just like, well, either we download Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and we miss like our 50 million dailies we have to do for like 5 different games, or we just don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And at the time I'm like, hey yo, let me be honest with you, I can't commit to this right now. Posture check and hydrate. Let me grab my water and then I'll posturize. Thank you, Fred. Like a Nintendo. I like that tweet a lot. There's this tweet that went around that compared VTubers to like Tamagotchis and Nintendogs. I'm like, that's, well, I guess maybe even streamers. I'm like, wow, that's a concept. That's a concept. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna bounce like crazy because I slipped away from the camera. I'm drinking water. We're doing it. So, yeah, it's me sitting and let me straighten my posture. Oh my god, my back. I'm not playing with viewers right now, but yeah, look, technology. We added a bot. Technology, the bot is here. I don't really know how to use it, but I know that people can join the queue. Q1, Bread, Live. Yeah, that's right. Technology. It's like, you know when man first finds fire? And then there's that like movie like sound effect where it goes like dun 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 dun, you know, when Neil takes like the first step on the moon, you know? Well, like the first televoice step, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can close it. I think I can close. You can join the queue in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what you can do. And you can look at the queue if anyone was still in it. It's crazy. Hello, Rob. That's right, I am a professional streamer. Look at me. Hi Rob. Some of the emotes have finally been approved. We're still waiting on the sus one to be approved. So we're doing the usual animation thing. I don't have to live with that. This layer is doomed. That's okay. What I get for drawing on the wrong. yeah, so some upgrades. We've gone to the next level of technology. Um, where do we go from here? I have no idea. I think it just goes downhill from here, like logically speaking, you know? Like, yo, the greatest thing since like sliced bread. You know that phrase? Sliced bread? How do you feel about sliced bread? Like, do you prefer like entire like pieces of bread? Or do you like the like cut bread? Or do you prefer to have like a whole bread and then cut it yourself? Also, hello, Mino. How are you doing? I hope you're well, I hope you're well. I hope you're also doing well as well, Rob. Welcome. You like the whole bread deal? Yeah, you know what? Everybody can get in on this question. What's your opinion on breads? What breads do you like? And you're like a sliced bread person, or you like a whole bread person? Like, what do you do with like the breads? Like, I think the baguette is pretty interesting. The baguette is pretty cool. I think I'm like slightly biased to the baguette due to its influence on my culture. However, like baguette, it's pretty solid. I will say the croissant is pretty cool. And kind of weird because you know how like people like the sourdough bread bowls? I don't know how to feel about those sometimes. It's a sword, clearly. Soft pretzel. Those are pretty good. Bread is good. Croissant. One of my friends has this meme where they're like talking and someone edited them and their dog and they're like talking and then the dog goes croissant and then they keep talking, the dog goes croissant and then they keep talking, the dog goes croissant. Really funny. Sweet bread rolls. Yeah, I remember we would like try to get the like, you know, the Hawaiian bread rolls that come in that like huge tray and they're all together. We would try to get those on sale and we'd like make like breakfast and regular mini sandwiches out of them. That was something we did back in the day. And we did do that. Family did do that. Oh, funny story. My Gmaw, she's going crazy right now. Gmaw's whack. So, like, not in a bad way. She's like, she has too much power right now. I'll give some context and explain. She's not going, like, you know, senile or anything. So, she has a smartphone. She's had it for a little while. She's, like, in some ways, she's really technologically advanced. In other ways, she's not. So, like, she knows how to use Photoshop. My Gma, like, learned how to use Photoshop. And so, she got an app for her, like, local grocery store. It's like a grocery chain. She got the app on her phone. And I guess they had some kind of, like, deal on the app where, like, you get, like, $5 off your, like, your basket of groceries for some condition and some reason. And so she went out, and I don't know how, but like she was bragging to my aunt. It's like, yeah, you know what? I went to the store, and she doesn't sound like this. She sounds much different, but she's like, I went to the store, and you wouldn't believe what I got. And I was like, well, what did you get from the store? It's like, I got 4 cases of, you know, the ramen noodle, like, you know, the instant noodles in the little baggie. She's like, but 3 cents each. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy though. Like, it's a little excessive, right? Like 4 cases, but like 3 cents each. Like, that's a bargain. Like, oh my god, like, this feeds my entire village for 3 months. Back in the ye old home country, like, you don't understand, you don't understand. It's feed entire village for 3 days. More like 3 months in this thing. I used to meme on some of my, like, friends when I was younger, and I would throw on my cultural accent. which, like, kind of racist, but, like, it was, like, the short comedy bit basically went me, like, talking about, like, some spread of food. I'm like, wow, this feeds my entire village for, like, 3 days, but I say it in the accent. And they would be like, they'd look at me and be like, what did you just say? And I'm like, yeah, this would feed my entire village for 3 days. Like, first world country things, you know? Or, like, developed country things. Like, I think it was a little bit of a culture shock for them as well. So it was kind of, like, weird on all ends. They were like, why'd you mention that? I'm like, well, I don't know. Do you have a problem with, you know, coming to terms with the social, like, and economic disparity of, like, our country versus, like, where my culture comes from? You know? Like, it's only a problem if you make it a problem, I guess. I guess it made them feel weird. In retrospect, it was probably really weird. Like, I was not socialized well, I think, as a child. Definitely had some, like, off-the-rail moments, probably. I think I'm a little bit better about it now. Your mom would be like that, but she grew up in an old Mexican town in the Sierras. I mean, I think anyone who, comes from, like... Okay, you guys ever do the thing where you, like, buy a bunch of meat, and then you put it into, like, plastic, like, ground meat, and you put it into the plastic baggie, and then you throw it in the freezer? Like, you buy it on sale, like a bunch of it on sale, then you throw it in the freezer, and then, like, you never see it again until, like, sometime odd time later, your folks decide that they need ground meat, but they're like, man, this ground meat's on sale, it's time to stock up. And I'm like, well, you know, it's... You really do that, you know? Economical. I mean, like, who would it? It's on sale. What are you gonna do with all that? You know? You buy it, you freeze it. Like, it's much different these days, because like I said, we made it. We got the refrigerator with the ice machine. Like, it ain't with me right now, but, because, you know, I am with the folks, but, like, dang, we've come far. We have come so far. Ice! It makes ice without the ice tray. It's crazy. A freezer burn? I don't know if I've, like... The only thing that I've seen get freezer burn is, like, ice cream. You know they have, like, those big gallon tub of, like, ice cream, and then you don't eat it all, and it's kind of melted, then you throw it in the fridge, and, for whatever reason, you don't, like, eat it for a long time, and you, like, open it. I think that's, like, the only thing that ever really gets freezer burn for me. It's, like, those giant tubs of ice cream, because I feel like I cycle out my foods pretty regularly. I don't think I've had a freezer burn experience outside of, like, the ice cream. Sorry, this is probably, like, really random. Everyone's like, why is she talking about freezer burn? And how is this experience relevant to me? Sorry, it's very random, very random. Well, we're drawing. This is what happens when I go on, like, the weirdest tangents, and... That's why no one hangs out with me IRL. I stop being, you know, as weird champ, as the kids say, you know? Don't be weird champ. Well, what's the other term? Is it Monka-S, right? That's what people say on Twitch. Monka-S. Is that still a thing? Is Monka-S still a thing? I mean, I don't think I'm drawing well, but thank you. Monka W? What's the difference? Someone teach me the lingo so I can be in touch with the kids then I can go to my younger roomie and I can be like, hey, what's going, my fellow child? God, this is why I don't have friends. I just do weird stuff all the time. Like, I have friends, but like, you know, this is why I have a limited social circle, because people probably cannot deal with this on a regular basis. Just zoomed in more? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense, makes sense. I don't even know what it looks like, actually. Do it again. Send it again. I have to look at it in my stream window. Is it showing up when you type it in the chat? I guess it's not. Is it gone, or do you just type it like that? Is that the whole thing? Like, is it a different extension? I swear I have... Oh my god, my model's going... I swear 7TV and Better TV. No, but if you have the extension, it should show up in the chat box, because I have it enabled for Better TV and 7TV. But I mean, if you don't have the extension, it is what it is. I don't know what it looks like. One day we'll find out. Today, not that day. Today is not that day. What am I doing right? I'm doing this. Since this is Gonken Soship Oni, I can draw one of two cards. So this can either be Oni or this can be a Sharpie. It will basically come down to later. I'm gonna figure out which card I think will be easier to recognize. And I guess since we already are summoning the 4 Oni ship, I guess we should make it Sharpie, you know? Gotta rep Sharpie. But do I want it to be Sharpie rep? Or do I want it to be just a Sharpie? Executive decision. Let's make it Sharpie. Sharpie kind of looks like this. It's like wrapping around the little rice thing. And I think there's like cranes or something in the background. I don't... Something like that. I'll know what it is. I'll know what it is. I know what it's going to be. I'll look at it and if I don't, I'll come back to this video and be like, okay, what in the world did I decide this card was going to be? And I'll be like, right, it's Gonken Soship Sharpie. I knew that. Of course I knew that. I had no idea. I had no idea. Yeah, so sorry, not sorry. The rants on, the rants on an all-time. Oh my god, I'm stumbling over my words. My rants on an all-time like all-time strange today. So here we are. Hello, Adley. Welcome. We are, you know, we're continuing to work on this animation. That's what we're doing. I've been ranting about random things, cause, not even just talking about random things. Kind of unhinged today. Sorry about that. You play the card Blue Reverse Uno? You... Playing Old Maid, Geo. Get with the times. You know what's another card game my friends want to play? One of them recently got... You know that cat, Pusheen? Pusheen the cat? Pusheen, you know? Pusheen the cat. No, like this is not good. Don't encourage it. No, it's not good. It's not. Pushing the Cat. You know, Pushing the Cat? Apparently they got, like, I don't know if it's a card game or a board game, but it includes cards. And they're like, hey, you want to play this Pushing game I got? I'm like, there's a Pushing game? That's crazy. I guess. I mean, one of these days we're gonna play a Pushing game. I think it will be kind of wild. I'll let you all know how it goes. But yeah. Which reminds me, I'll also let you know, I'll let you all know how it goes this weekend. Assuming everything sails smoothly, I'm gonna learn how to play the One Piece TCG with one of my friends who... He has 2 decks. He says one of them's like... So he warned me, he's like, I don't know if you'll really have that much fun with it. I'm like, why not? He's like, well, wait, did I just... Pause. I need to check. Did I just reuse the same frame and move this over, or... I skipped the frame in the middle. Let's Control Z really quick. Let's go back. Let's turn this back on. I know what to do. We can move this over. We can save this. We can move this over. We're gonna move this one over. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate this one. And we're gonna insert it right here. It's the same exact frame. And then we're gonna move it over. We're saved. We're so saved. This was gonna be terrible. I have to move this separate. That's okay, I think it's okay. If it's not okay, well, I'm doomed. But I think it should be fine. Like, grand scheme of things, it should be okay. Does that look weird? No, maybe it... I think I need to angle these more, maybe? Who knows? I'm glad to hear that you're doing oh my gosh. Glad to hear that you're doing alright. Oh, okay, it's gonna need the stylus for this one. Oh, thread the needle. Slightly different from watching me draw the same line 3 times in a row, but well, here we are. We're gonna have to move all the stuff in the background for this layer too, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Maybe this just makes things easier. Who knows? We're gonna actually need the color pink this time because we're gonna see it at the bottom. So crazy. Oh, you know what else we have to do? I need to like make the official rules for the high numbers tournament. I think it would be interesting to have like a separate round so there's like what's the term that one of my friends had used the term? It's showcase, right? So we have like a showcase round. Where it's like, I duel you and you get 5 turns to get the highest, like, the highest attack point you can get. We have like a showcase round where it's like, we have a tier list for just like pure numbers, you know? And then we have another round where it's like people dueling each other, and it's like, okay, we're gonna make high numbers go against high numbers. And then maybe we can like make certain rules where it's like you can't negate the summoning of like a monster card. But I don't know. I don't know if that's too strong, but like reasonably speaking, the idea would be that like one part of it is just to see who can literally get the most attack points on a monster. And then the other one is we just watch people duel each other with like really big numbers. And we have that playing in the background as we do the number exceeds monster tier list. So that there's like actual content going on in the background as we do Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I think that would be good. I just don't know. I need to figure out the rules on it. But yeah, so I would be running like a deck that like has no negates or anything. I wouldn't ash anyone, and if you like need certain monster conditions, I guess I'll tell you, like you have to tell me in advance what you need me to do in like the first 2 rounds so that you can get like, you know, high number monsters. And then like the next part, I guess, is just all of you just pile into the duel room and I'll start spectating duels so that something's playing in the background as we do the number monster tier list, you know. I think that would be fun. I think that's something people would enjoy because like you won't have time to see the highest attack if you're dueling someone. Because obviously they're gonna play cards that either try to cut your attack or like will stop you from summoning your monster, like something, you know? So the idea would be like, oh, well, if we want to like see it, you know, the best way to see it would be if I give reasonable conditions to do it. But like I don't want to be one of those people where it's like, okay, everybody can, like I don't want to make everybody take as long as they can, because like 5 turns is already pretty long. I guess the rules will be like, if you know that you brick, just let me know and we'll remake the match, you know? But if it's like a hand that you can work with, like that's your entry, you know? You get 5 turns, you get 5 turns. Now maybe we can have like a video or like replay submission rounds as well. Like towards the end where like if we're still doing the number monster tier list or like we've run out of duels to spectate, we can have that playing in the background as we're doing the number monster tier list. And I guess eventually it's just gonna be me doing the tier list with nothing in the background, but like if I'm working on the tier list, I do not have the attention span to multitask on that. So what I'm doing now is, you can't see it because it's behind me on the screen, but when I'm cleaning up these frames, so these 8 frames here, I'm gonna have them all be separate, I'm gonna have them all be separate folders. So that when I'm going to do the clean lines for each one, it's a completely separate, it's like a completely separate thing, that makes sense. Like I can close the layers and just work like, I know how many frames and like what portion of the timeline, like it will be better for me in the long run. Even if it doesn't make a lot of sense. I know, I think I know myself well enough to feel that, to feel that it's going to do stuff well. And it also keeps me track of like which of the keyframes these are from. So in this portion, it's going to be play card. That's gonna be the name of this folder. And this is keyframes 5, 6. Any other keyframes? 5, 6. I think it's just 5 and 6 for now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with number 7, because number 7's the one where they're like dueling on the wharf, and it just shows like the whole background. And because it just shows the whole background, like that's something I want to tackle later, because I need to draw the whole background. That's gonna be like the main animation of that frame, is just like literally the idea is, I don't know if I can mess around with the camera or not, but it like swings into frame, so that's kind of the point. Swing into the frame. Swing into. I don't know, I have like the rest of this week to figure it out, because I should probably like give people at least a week to, you know, get ready. So I have until Friday to figure out like the exact ruling on the high numbers thingy. But like on top of just having like the showcase like round, I know a lot of people wanted to like legitimately duel those decks, so like I don't know how to organize a tournament. What am I? Queen of England. Oh, has the Queen of England ever, like, held a tournament before? Does anyone know? Someone knows. Let me know. The Queen of England? So, like, there's a very common, like... Is it an idiom? I forget what it's called. It's like a literary term where, like a phrase, like a saying, a common saying, where people say something like, oh, what am I? Insert something, something. And so I'm like, oh, you know, what am I? The Queen of England? You know? Hello, Nikki. How are you doing? We're doing art today, so nothing too crazy. But like the whole point of like the idiom or phrase, I'm gonna stop saying the literary term because I could be wrong. But the whole point of the phrase is supposed to be like it's an ironic saying, usually used to like express like the context people use it in is normally to express like, oh, you know, why should I have to do something? Like, who am I? Insert like important individual. And usually when it like pertains to manners, people say the Queen of England, because like royalty is held to like a higher standard. But sorry, I got distracted. Dual desk bottom. I don't know, I feel like if it's your money and you made it yourself, you should just spend it on what you like, you know? I feel like, of course there's stuff where people can be like, oh, that's kind of excessive, but I guess at the end of the day, like, if it's your money and you're getting what you like and doing what you do, I feel like people can't really say much about it if it's not necessarily, like, detrimental to your health. And even then, if it is detrimental to your health, there's not much, like, people can really do about it. But yeah, so that's what that, like, phrase is about. So, So when I said, like, I don't know, I've never hosted a tournament, who am I, the Queen of England? I had to stop and, like, has the Queen of England ever even hosted a tournament? Like, I don't know much about, like, British culture. So, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know any controversy pertaining to alternate art for monsters, so I probably can't, like, I don't really have an opinion on it, I guess, because I'm not very informed on it. At the end of the day, like, if the card, like, is still limited to the correct amount of the, like... Oh, is that what it's about? I thought this was going to be, like, a different discussion. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I should say, that's right. Good job, art program. My art program has autosave set up, and when it starts auto-saving, that reminds me to save. Well, I mean, there's some monsters in the anime that just straight up, like, or some monsters in the card game that just straight up aren't in the anime, but, like, don't necessarily need to be censored, so... I don't know, like... If it's not in the anime because it's, like, not good for, like, a certain audience, I mean, that's just on the company's decision whether or not to showcase it. We can't really tell them what to do. And then on, like, the other... I don't know. Like, I'm not much of an artist, so I don't know, like, rules on that kind of stuff, you know? I think it's not too weird. Like, I feel like it's no real I guess because cards, you have to get a amount of card packs. Well, I guess it is a little bit different, but I feel like at a baseline level, it's very similar to, like, just skins in-game. Like, it's the same card, the artwork's different. I don't know. Well, I mean, Vanguard also came out a lot, like, like, a long time after, like, so, like, I feel like a lot of the censorship has to do with, like, a lot more of it has to do with the time that it got brought over to a Western audience, rather than just, like, oh, whether or not one thing did or did not get censored. I wouldn't know what the censorship is, because I'm not, like, I don't know a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I will say if it's, like, a comment on, like, whether or not things have been, like, censored when it's brought over from, like, the original to America, it could, or, like, Western audiences, rather, like, not just America, like, any other country that, like, ran in, like, Canada, like, anywhere in Europe, Australia, like, it could just be a matter of, like, you know, what they think is good for distribution, and that, like, changes over time. Alright. Then make another layer, and name this one Hand. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to clean up 5 for this one. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Should I, like, make those, like, lower in channel points, by the way? Like, the only reason why I had it, like, set that high is because, like, my friends were like, if you have it too high, like, people might, like, spam it. But on the flip side, it's like, well, head caps are at 5, and I learned that you can put, like, a timer on stuff, so... I'm going to drink water. And then for the posture, sitting like this, so okay. Sit up, stretch. My neck. I have a neck. My neck does not like me. The mail today. There was something in the mail? Did you get something in the mail? I have not checked. Yeah, I have neck. Drowning the streamers with high rates is a real issue. Mayhaps I will keep it wherever it is. You know, gotta keep it in check. Like specific ones? Or was it like a service? Like, wouldn't that be interesting? Like now people have like subscriptions for like magazines. It's like, oh yeah, like actually no, this would probably be terrible for like the economy of it, like an actual card game. But it's like, oh yeah, subscribe to like Card Game Monthly and we'll send you like, you know, like a random card from like a card game of your choice, and you're like, wow, I wonder what cards it is this month. Wow, I've never seen insert, like, I don't know, like, I've never seen this version of Blacklist the Soldier before. That's a popular Yu-Gi-Oh card, right? Blacklist the Soldier? Anyway. Just gonna continue to work on this. It's, one of those days. What day is not the most exciting thing in the world, but it must be done. Okay, what is lagging? What's making us lag? The entire computer's about to hit the fan or something. Who knows? I have no idea. Blackluster Soldier, the prize card is a normal monster. Is Blackluster Soldier not a normal monster? I don't think I've ever like looked at it, so like it is not, I see. Ritual? Actually, yeah, you know what? When I think about it, that's right. The card is blue. I think for like one time I saw it. I think it was blue. Not super familiar with the card, to be honest. The only one in the world? Is it legal to play in the card game? Can you play it in the card game? If, like, I'm not saying you should, assuming it's one of a kind, but, like, hypothetically, if you wanted to play it in the card game, could you? You know, from, like, a hypothetical. Could you play the card? It's okay, you don't need to know everything. I'm just making small talk. Speaking words. Speaking words. I don't know, it sounds pretty important to be in the database. I don't think that's a weird reason. I think you'd want everyone to know that, like, there's this cool, special, fancy card. What's the point of having it be a super exclusive card if no one knows it's exclusive? You know? I think that's reasonable. Does that look okay? Who knows? We'll have to clean it up later. So if it doesn't look okay now, I'm gonna have to make it look okay later. Here we go. And let's say. Gotta wait for it to save. How are we doing on time? An hour 30? An hour 30. Hey yo, Gio, are you still in? Are you looking, Gio? Are you here? Let me know if you're here, Gio. If you're here, we'll go play. We'll go play a match of Genius Invocation TCG. No pressure, no pressure. We'll switch over to Genius Invocation TCG if you're here. If you're not here, don't worry about it. They're auctioning 1-of-1 Yu-Gi-Oh card for more than 100k USD right now? That's crazy. What card? Do you know what card it is? Does Google know what card it is? Because I'm too lazy to Google it, but if you know, or if Google knows, and you want to tell me, that would be really cool. But no pressure if you don't want to Google it. Tyler the Great Warrior? Interesting. Never heard of it before. And it begins. I draw the same. You know, that reminds me of, so a long time ago, League of Legends was supposed to make a champion for a Make-A-Wish kid, and they never did it. Isn't that kind of messed up? Like, I guess the reason why they didn't do it was supposedly, like, something like they couldn't make it game balance-wise or something, but they were supposed to, there's this guy. There's this, League of Legends player from back in the day called, Total Biscuit. And in the early days of League of Legends, they had this thing called the referral system. Like most games do, you know, you can, like, you get a referral code, or like most things have. And so he was like a very influential like YouTuber for the game at the time. I don't know if Twitch was a thing back then. I think Twitch was just starting. Yeah, so Total Biscuit, he got so many people that he has a permanent item in the game named after him. And he got like a few other stuff too, but one of the things he was supposed to get, that is, he was supposed to help work on creating a champion. And instead of taking it for himself, he actually donated it to Make-A-Wish. And they gave it to some kid who I assume plays League of Legends. Like, cause if he did it, that's kind of weird, but I guess maybe if the kid just was really interested in game design, that would work out too, who knows? And then they never did it. They never made the champion. So I was just like, dang, okay, wow. Riot Games. I mean, honestly, to be expected, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Not to be one of those, public Riot haters, but, they're not perfect, nor are they amazing by any means. Like, no one is perfect, but, you know, they could do better. They could do better. And they choose not to. They choose not to. A Cyberverse card? I don't know much about, like, Cyberverse monsters, like, lore-wise. I know that, like, a lot of monsters qualify as Cyberverse. Oh, I can't remember this from the anime. Do they put the cards face up or face down on the dual disc? To Google. To Google. It's time to go to Google. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual disc anime. Why isn't there a picture of one of it during a duel? Come on, Google Images, don't fail me. Logically, it should be face up, right? Like... Well, this picture from ArtStation shows the cards face up, so... Well, we'll make it face up. Face up. So from, like, this perspective, I'm playing the card. So... We're gonna need to go here to get the perspective correct. One, two, three, four. Good enough. I'll need to... Do I want to fix the card or do I want to fix the bottom? Let's draw the hand and then we'll transform it to fix it. Or maybe it's okay if it's like that. Because the next frame has it like snapping into place. Who knows? I'll figure it out in a second. That is a creative decision I will figure out later. It's pronounced Cyburst. I don't know why I just put Cyberverse because I don't know. I pronounced it like that because it was the first thing that came to my brain. And I mean, I never said that Cyber Dragon was a Cyberburst card, but, you know. It makes sense that they're different cards. So lots of cards that have, like, similar names but aren't. Like, There's, like, Witchcrafters, and then there's something similar to Witchcrafter too, that, like, has a different name. If I remember correctly. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. I can't remember right now. Because I probably only dueled it, like, one time. Not very firm in my memory. One, five. Go, go, go. Are they all different cards? Are they really different cards? I would assume that they're all from, like, the same archetype or something. You would think. You would think. They could convince me. They could convince me that it's the same archetype. Let's move this up. And then we can adjust the card. It doesn't look amazing. You're not sure, but the names always got you? Yeah, I don't blame you. Those are really funky names. You can definitely eat lobster. I will say that I don't plan to show up on any plates as of now, so I'm gonna avoid that for a long time. I don't think Jill's here, but we've been going pretty long on the art. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. I think this is pretty solid. I think I can save here. We did like, let's see, what frame did we start on today? We started on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames is pretty slow. Like, it's a very slow process, like I was telling you, Wummy. Like, we got all of maybe 6 frames done in like a little bit over an hour and a half, and that's only because like I already had like the base of the frame. Like, this is just like not even good cleaning. This is like it's like the roughest cleaning in the world. Let me go boot up Genshin Impact. I don't know if I've ever played Victory Dragon. I hope it's coming together. I mean, you know, I'm gonna definitely try. See how we're looking so far. Yeah, it is what it is. It's as good as it will be for now. Just like cleaning up a few frames doesn't really change like the overall vibe too much. You won't really notice a significant difference until much later, so. Let me walk into Genshin. Genshin Impact. What if you negate attack? What do you have like Wakobo? 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 How do you pronounce that card? Waboku? You know what I mean, right? The trap card? Do you guys know how to pronounce that card name? Wakobo? Wakobo? I'm just gonna repeat like the same. I'm gonna give up now. I'm gonna give up now. I don't know how to pronounce the I don't know how to pronounce that. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That makes me feel like a boomer or something. Yeah, well, you know what? We don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like that anymore. I'm like, huh, dang. Times really have changed. You know how to pronounce Wakobo? 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 Waboku? You know the card? The trap card that makes it so that you take no battle damage. Genius Invocation TCG. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact category change. Close art. Close art. Switch the Genshin. Switch the Genshin. Wuboki? I don't know. I gave up on it a long time ago. I gave up on it a long time ago. I gave up on trying to pronounce that. So a little bit. There's a card game in Genshin now that I did like the quest for like a month ago or something. Rika, hello, hello. We just switched from art to we're gonna go duel someone really quick in Genshin Impact. But hello, Rika. How was the rest of playing near is it near Automa or near Atoma? Near I'm gonna give up on trying to pronounce that. Pronunciation's been kind of hard for me today. I'm gonna... Oh god, no, not you! Oh, why do we have to duel Ayato? Hello, Raiders. We're playing Genshin.
Surprised to see me here. Yes, that's right. It's me. You're not seeing things.
Shut up. Stop talking. Stop talking. Oh my god. Pretentious. Hello, Rika. How was the rest of your doing? How did it turn? This is so random. He's got himself, his sister, and then just Bennett. Just Bennett. Everyone runs Bennett, confirmed. But yeah, well, me, I do a little bit of Genshin, not too much. You finished the first major ending? These are actually pretty solid cards. You thought you lost everything because of the question. How's we just started, actually. I did some more progress on the YGO animation that we were working on. And, oh, we got the cryo card, so let's start Chongyun. So that's how that turned out. We worked on it a little bit. It was pretty okay, I will say. Like, it wasn't bad by any means. It was much better than these rolls, I'll tell you. Let's see. Okay, we got Pot of Greed. Amazing. So in Genshin TCG card game, you play this card and you draw 2 cards. Pot of Greed. Here we go. Hello, virtual string. I remember seeing you earlier. Thank you. You're gonna witness some very subpar gameplay because I'm extremely new to Genius Invocation TCG. So, apologies in advance. What do I want to do here? I could open with the Chongyun Steady Break. I'm doing pretty good. Could go this one. One life decision. Good thing this is an AI. I would hate to waste someone else's time with this. 2 of the same card. We don't have 2 of the same card. Let's just play Chef Mao. And we'll equip... I think we'll hold. This would be the best to use though, relatively speaking. You know what, whatever. We all in on Chongyun. And all in on Chongyun, and I end my turn. If they somehow take out Chongyun right now because of this, I'm so sorry, Chongyun. Yeah, they added this card game to Genshin. It's supposed to be like the endgame content. Victim of an existential horror? I mean, I guess. You could say. You really could say. Hello. Roku Lamau. Hello. Where, yeah. You're gonna witness some really subpar, Genshin Impact, TCG, Genius Invocation, TCG, gameplay. We're also, right now, oh my god, another one. With Dueling Ayato? I hope this is the only time I have to do this. Let me check my feed. Thank you for the follow also. Dollar? Is that 80,000? That's a high number. But yeah, we've just been doing art, playing Genius Invocation TCG now, and... we're also trying to figure out, you do play Honkai, you're playing Honkai right now. One of my streamer friends is a official, he's in a Donnell, if you guys know Donnell. The regulars may know Donnell. He's an official Honkai Star Rail content creator now. So that's really cool for him. Let's switch characters to Rodea.
Contamination must be washed away.
Yeah, I play Genshin like on and off, to be honest. I haven't really touched Honkai. Get this squirrel out.
In the image of the wilderness.
I just don't have time to play Honkai, to be honest. What end my turn? What does this do? I don't really know much about Genius Invocation TCG, so it's probably gonna be a long duel, I think.
Be still.
How dare you? What happened to our Mona card? Did we use it?
Mirror the myriad.
I'm gonna do that. They're gonna play part of 3. They're gonna draw 2 cards. Maybe I should have added more food to the deck so I could use Chef now. We switched to Chongyun, we're gonna go down. I guess we have to switch to Diesel.
Let's finish this swiftly.
But we got a lot of our buddies up, so these little guys are gonna do a lot. They're ending their round. We can do whatever we want at this point. What would be the best start? I guess it would be better to just stick with the loop for now. Actually, you know what? No, let's all in on Rodea, I think. I think that's the play. Do I also play roguelike card games? I play this Genshin card game. I used to play Card Fight Vanguard like 10 years ago. And recently started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a year ago. When Master Duel first came out, my friend is supposed to teach me how to play the One Piece TCG. It's not available online. What do you mean don't trust me? I run Penguins. I run Penguin.
Whirling snow.
Damn, that's crazy. I play Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 cards. Do I want to play that card? What do you mean you probably can't trust any law? This is slander. This is slander. I could switch characters. I guess we could switch to Diluc, actually. We do have, it's kind of worth it, actually. Yeah, let's switch to Diluc.
Let's go.
Get on out there, buddy boy. What do you mean I win Math Max with Soulship? Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Different deck, different deck. Yeah, get him, Diluc. And then we're gonna end our turn immediately afterwards. Ah, heals active character? Dang. No. Well, it has 2 usages, so if we sit on Diluc, nothing should happen, relatively speaking. Let's just end the round. I think that's the best thing we can do right now. I want to switch to one of my characters so I can use this card, but it only makes 1. Yeah, get him, get him. Get him, my little guys. Attack. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't know. Genius Invocation TCG, like, I feel like there's a lot of potential to it. I like the concept of a lot of the mechanics. I just don't fully understand the game yet. But once I understand the game, like, my mind will expand. And, it's time. Check this out. I'm gonna heal Chongyun, and it's gonna make 1 dice. That's right, 1 dice! We profited 1 dice from this interaction. We're gonna throw this on Diluc. So there's some cards in this game that you can equip to your characters, so the amount of dice you have to use is 2. Now we're gonna have to use 3 then. Is less for the first time you use the skill put.
Couldn't break the curse.
It's also kind of interesting. So normally when you duel a player character, they like they say a lot of stuff. They say a lot of things, but they're not saying anything. Not that I care too much, but... Eight? 3. Well, you know what? Might as well. Hit him with the ultimate. I don't care too much for, like, Diluc as a character, but he's one of the free cards you get in the TCG. And I need fire character to go with my ice and water characters. But normally when we're doing stuff, he'll, like, say things when we duel them, but he's not saying anything right now. We're gonna end our turn. Thank you, little frog buddy. I appreciate it. But we've almost won the duel, so looks like we're doing something right. We're doing something right. Probably call it after this. It's been a solid 2 hours. Solid 2 hours. Normally he says more stuff. He's not saying anything. Hey, there we go. Nice. Wonderful.
Much remains unfinished.
So every week, new challenges show up for the card game. So we
It seems that your strategy was a cut above.
What do you mean?
This time.
What do you mean? Oh, I thought he said it seems strange that your strategy was a cut above. I think I have so much animosity towards him that I'm putting words in his mouth. I thought he was BMing me. Like, really hard. I'm like, what do you mean it's strange that my strategy was a cut above? I was about to destroy this man. Yeah. That's, Genius Invocation, TCG. I like this cafe. There's cats in here. And I guess in Genshin lore, this cat right here is like the greatest duelist, like, in the world, apparently. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's supposed to be like the greatest duelist is this cat. Yeah, so probably gonna end it there, actually. But, you know, it's been a pretty solid day. We got a lot of work done on the animation. We got one of our Genius Invocation TCG duels out of the way. I'm still troubleshooting how the high numbers tournament for, I don't even know if it's something, just the high numbers event extravaganza royal finish super epic mega rare card 200 follower extravaganza is gonna go. If I add enough buzzwords, people will think it's exciting. But yeah, so we're gonna figure that one out eventually. I have to figure it out by the end of this week, so I can give people a week to prepare. But the idea is we'll have a showcase round where I duel you and you have 5 turns. I'm not no negates, no nothing. You tell me if you need any like conditions, like I need to summon a monster. You get 5 turns to summon the highest attack monster you can. And everyone gets a round on that, and then everybody starts dueling each other, and we spectate as we start doing the XC's number card tier list. And that's the idea for the stream, basically. So yeah, hopefully that goes well. We'll see. I'll try to figure out more clear ruling for that later. But you know, I appreciate you all coming to hang out. What accent do I have? I really don't know where to place it, like, geographically. I chose to start talking like this, but a lot of people say it sounds like Bostonian, like a Boston accent, so I'm assuming it's from there. Something like that. Watch my YouTube video. Which YouTube video? Anyways, yeah, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you guys coming out to, you know, chill with me as we do, something moderately productive for me and my own personal,
the truth of this world.
Albedo, I'm trying to talk.
What could it be?
Anyways, yeah, so thank you for coming out. Thank you for hanging with me today. I hope you're all doing well. You know, I appreciate you coming out. It's, you're not obligated to show up, so. I'm glad that you're still around even when I'm not dueling. Have a nice rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. You're all in my thoughts. One dueler. Actually, wait, pause. Am I supposed to raid someone? Am I supposed to raid someone? Is anyone I know live right now? Maybe we should raid someone. If my browser doesn't load in like the next 10 seconds, I'm just going to end the stream. It it has 3 seconds before I just end the story. So I'm trying to make it a habit to rate people. Okay, my browser's not cooperating. Have a nice rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. You're all in my thoughts, $1.